Tommy sits on, but he's not Tommy. What the fuck? They're gonna hate it.
Yeah,
dude.
this is gonna be a real experiment. This is a grand experiment.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm kind of excited about it.
I know it'd be like replacing Aunt Viv, but but if it was, well, I guess who would you guys be if you were Fresh Prince characters? Like who would be Will and who would be someone's Carlton?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Or is it Uncle Phil and Will?
I'm not polished enough to be Carlton. Yeah,
you might be Will and he might be Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
If Uncle Phil was white, it's a very different show. If he's not a black judge, but he's like
was drunk. Yeah, was that a problem? Wait, wasn't the mom a drunk for a while on it?
Will's
I don't know. I didn't
mom,
watch every episode. I'll confess.
No, I don't think Aunt Viv was much of a drinker. Maybe the original Aunt Viv, who I think they had some beef
with the
Offset.
show.
Yeah. She was. I think. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Some ego shit.
I don't remember. I don't remember the
canned her.
details.
Why the original Aunt Viv got canned?
Oh, on Viv.
Yeah.
You're talking about this again.
How long have you been talking about
he
this?
just won't shut up about it. He's always talking about it.
I have like invisible mind string set up in my fucking apartment.
That broke your heart as a young
I'm still trying to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
I've written by hand so many letters. Still behind postage only for this reason.
Now you should be able to deep fake it back in.
Yeah, you would think too that Will would have some time to read them, given that he has to reflect for. But then is that the go-to move for black actors? Just like to do a movie where you're like doing something racially based after you fuck up publicly? Do you think?
I don't know.
Because he put out Emancipation after that.
Tank. Yeah.
No, everyone was saying that about that movie, but it's like, you know how long it takes to make a movie?
Yeah.
Like,
it had to be.
They filmed that like 2 or 3 years ago.
You had to be working on it.
You know?
That makes sense.
That is really why
But it was just really funny timing.
Right. He's like, this is why.
Yeah. There was probably a lot of people on the phone with him.
You wouldn't slap him? You wouldn't slap him after everything
he was dealing with
been
a lot.
through?
He was dealing with a lot with that role. There was definitely agents on the phone with him after and be like, everything's going to be fine. A couple months. Still cool off.
You just have to say massa a few times. That's all you got to do.
It'll blow over. Yeah. My buddy is a comic in the UK and he had this like very salacious moment in the tabloids where he was on there Dancing with the Stars, which isn't pathetic to do in the UK somehow.
Really?
Like it's Swiftly Come Dancing or something like that. Maybe Strictly.
It's the most UK.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he and his dance partner kind of like fell for each other, but she was married to one of the judges on the show. And so they were like having this like thing and they were like making out publicly and someone took a picture and then it went public and it just, I guess the UK was up to some fuck shit politically at the time.
It feels like the right thing to get the judge back to objectivity in some way, right? Because it's like in one, like for the first couple of rounds, she was probably getting like an unfair advantage.
Oh,
because her husband's on the panel.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
So now he's going to be objective now that he's fucking his wife.
Yeah. I guess it's more to just tipping
Let's
the tables.
really get into this.
Well, this isn't a good podcast subject. Swiftly Come Dancing.
No, but the point
all over the headlines.
The point I was making, so it was all over the headlines.
No, dude, the drama on Fancy a Waltz. I got to get into it, dude.
No, but the point I was making is that his agents told him to say nothing. And then
say nothing.
And he said nothing, and they just kept eating it, and he was truly like like the guy that everybody hated in the UK. Like people like scratched out his face on the wall of comedy clubs and stuff.
It is crazy.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
And then he did another reality show and just was himself, and they're like, "We love you. We've always loved you." And now he's fine. But it like ruined his life temporarily.
They always make it seem like the UK tabloids are worse than the US tabloids. And I'm not buying that for a second.
It kind of makes sense if you have a queen.
Yeah.
Well, it's
like,
also like
it's
also an entire country that is like the size of Texas.
True. Right.
So it's like
Everybody knows each other.
You are enemy of the country, and it's just not that many people.
That's really true. Yeah, it's like a small town like mentality inside of an entire nation. It's much easier to control.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like their opinions of things are very like, you can get Texas to believe that vaccines are bad or whatever. You know?
Well, it's like everyone in the UK like loves the royal family.
Yeah.
Like unanimously, they love the
They're
royal
like,
family.
she's
true?
on the money.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard Liverpool hates it.
Look, man, I said a thing and I had no backing for it whatsoever. I just kind of speaking out of my ass. But
Dude, I heard Liverpool hates it. I heard they were saying Lizzie's in a box. They sang it.
That was Ireland, I thought.
Was it? I thought
Yeah,
I heard
Ireland
it was
was fucking-
Liverpool. I
Yeah,
haven't-
Ireland
Ireland
was
was
partying.
no, that's a super Irish thing to say.
So funny.
Yeah. Lizzie's in a box is so badass.
Lizzie's
Yeah.
in a box. Lizzie's in a box.
That's a
It's
very
great.
Irish thing to do. Just like,
I thought like the
fucking-
more working class parts of the country were not thrilled about. I feel like
Yeah.
London loves the Queen.
I don't know, man,
I
because
don't
like
really
the
know.
poor parts of America love the president, you know, when it's their guy.
Yeah.
when
I
it's
mean-
their guy.
Yeah.
But they don't
Yeah.
like the Queen.
well,
No, if the
They've never
president
had
called
one.
it.
Yeah, they did. They did. Then we wrote him a letter and we said no.
that's the war. And America was like, no.
No. They got everyone together and they all signed a letter saying we don't like Queen.
That could do something.
Yeah.
At some point, that was effective. Like if you got enough people to sign
Writing a
something. Now you see, I had to unsubscribe from change.org because they're like, we need to stop this director from not being handicapped in a handicapped movie. And I'm like, stop, guys. This isn't the change that we need right now. And you need 5 million signatures for what? So someone can laugh at all of us?
Yeah. Did signing all that stuff ever change anything? Was that,
I find that hard to believe.
yeah.
What? That it ever did?
Like petitions do anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's a petition's just to get the bill in front of
Somebody?
Congress.
Yeah.
And then they just go, no.
Yeah. All
Yeah, it's hard to imagine too when they're always like, call your senator, call your congressman. There's no way they're picking up the phone and being like, oh, fuck, I gotta listen to these people.
Dude, this guy's really fucking mad at me.
Yeah, no. How many calls do we get? They probably don't even check those numbers. They've never once been concerned about that.
Well, you know, I never really thought about it like that, Eileen. I'm going to have to speak to my colleagues
My
about this.
constituents. The idea of them actually being concerned about their constituents is so comical.
Colleen in New Brunswick brings up a good point
Yeah.
in our democratic society.
Dude, that was the shocking thing about that one dude. That one dude is lying about everything. What's his name?
Your dad?
Sergio,
No, I don't know.
Sergio Ramos or something like that. There was like, I didn't know that you just don't have to live in the county that you represent. That's some reason that was the most shocking of the things to me. Of
Here's
all
the
that
thing
he
about
did.
me. I don't know anything, dude.
No, but it's
Yeah.
like you should have to live in the place. You
I
tell me you can
guess.
live in like Buffalo and represent somewhere in like Long Island?
That is
That's
insane.
That's crazy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of, it's even wilder when it's like cops that don't live in the neighborhood they're policing. Like they live in like a suburb.
Yeah, well,
and
that's like
they-
every cop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why would you? You know,
Yeah.
if they knew where you slept, yeah, that'd be bad. Get them, boys. Yeah, that you're right. That makes more.
I mean, the only thing stopping them from like following a cop home is a toll.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're like, fucking $16.50. I'm good. Dude. I won't kill this cop tonight.
It's true. Those tolls are expensive.
Oh yeah, they'll get you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about tolls. No, I'm kidding.
You know what's been pissing me off is we were in LA this weekend and I stayed at a hotel and they don't have toothpaste in hotels.
Like at the front desk?
No, just in the room.
Can
They'll
you get
give
it?
you like tons of lotions and shit, but it's just like nobody uses that really. Some people maybe.
No, a lot of people do.
You know what? I don't need 10 different types of soap. Just give me toothpaste.
What hotel is?
Don't you think toothpaste should be in the fucking room?
I do, yeah. Okay, first of all, relax. All right.
Dude, it's got to be in there.
Every hotel I've ever been in is just like shampoo and like a bar of soap.
Yeah, well, yeah, but sometimes you get a little bit nicer
10
ones.
different lotions. What the hell, dude?
Yeah, where are you staying with
Stay
this
at a
stuff,
nice
Island?
place.
Fucking
Yeah,
say
This
this
is
hotel
where
is
your
called
Patreon
Sephora.
money
No,
goes, ladies and gentlemen.
even the like the one bar of soap and whatever, just like still just put a shitty thing of
Oh, I
toothpaste
totally
in
agree
there.
with you. Yeah.
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 But did you get it from the front desk?
No, I never have time for that.
Yeah. Well, I've actually asked the front desk for toothpaste and they've said no to me before. And that
Really?
feels egregious.
That's crazy.
Yeah, to just not. Because
Yeah,
also it's this combo of you can't bring it on a plane because it has like 3 ounces of fluid in it and,
Yeah.
and you're a terrorist. And so that's not good.
Someone told me you can drain, like if it has more than 3 ounces, you can drain 2 ounces out. Let's say if it's 5 ounces.
There's a guy with a beaker and a gun. Like,
yeah. There's like a little like weed scale. They'll put it on there and be like, all right.
that's
They
3.1.
do that at the airport?
That's what I
No
heard. I've
fucking
never.
way, dude.
That's what I
You know how
heard.
long it would take to get through security?
Dude.
You know what I just realized? I put my beer in the freezer, and if I leave it there for the whole podcast,
That's what
it'll
we got the
explode.
producer. That's
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
And that's
Yeah.
the only reason why.
yeah. To get beers out of the freezer. All our guests
That would have been
accidentally-
hell if I, you know. Have you ever left a beer in the freezer and it,
It explodes.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I usually just set it out, let it warm, and still drink it. Yeah.
That's cooler.
It
Even
always
after
pops
it
the top.
explodes.
Yeah, yeah.
You came
it
back
doesn't
with a
lose
banana.
any flavor, right?
But it just explodes. Like I've seen the can like fully
Well,
explode.
the top
Oh, no, I was
pops
trying to
off,
drink it.
but it's like, wait, you went and got a banana?
He came here with a banana. I was like, are you telling me to go fuck myself? It's like, yeah, here's your beer from the freezer. It's a, you fucking monkey. Enjoy that.
Why does
No,
that
thank
keep
you, bro.
happening? That's the second. Last time that's the last time Robert Kelly was here, and he was like, "Do you have a lighter?" And he went to go get
And he
a
gave him a
lighter.
banana?
And no, he came back with carrots.
Come on, man.
You came back with carrots. Did
You know carrots
you don't
on a
remember that?
lighter.
A lot of produce.
You're just trying to.
I got
offload
fucking lost in there, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you could have your car keys, or have you considered quiche? Danish?
Jesus Christ.
We're currently stocked with peas.
I don't know.
But yeah, that hotel thing must be real tough on you, huh?
It's stressful because I always need toothpaste. I just forget it. And then I got to call down. It always takes, I'm always in a rush getting out of the door. I never have like,
Did you
yeah.
stay in Santa Barbara the whole time you were there?
no, just one night.
Mm.
And then I crashed on Joey Avery's couch for 2 nights.
I
was-
Santa Barbara is fucking insane.
It's too nice.
It's beautiful, dude.
It's so
too
nice.
I didn't
Dude,
know
there
it
were
was that
students
nice.
at a community college there that have a view that is fit for kings. And it's like,
It's no joke, like paradise. Have you been?
Yeah. There's a big, because I grew up in LA. There's a big thing where like the loser kids in my high school would like go to community college in Santa Barbara.
that's the move.
Because there's like, I don't want to
Are
be
you
here anymore.
shitting me?
Yeah.
There's like multiple cafes on the beach, and you just sit in beach chairs and like,
No, it's fucking awesome.
It's
They also used to
insane.
have this like giant party every year. I can't remember what it was called. It was like Dell something, but once a year, some of my school would go up there and get arrested.
Yeah.
Like they would throw trash cans at cop cars.
Dude,
and just
if I went to
fucking-
college there, I'd be
is that
dead.
where that lady from your school, from your high school, made out with everybody? Or what was that story? She made out with you, and then your friend said, "Remember what I'm talking about?"
Oh yeah, that has nothing to do with this. Sounds like you just want to embarrass me really badly.
I just want you to tell the story. I like the story. Chris hasn't heard it.
All right, I mean, yeah. I'll tell
I think I
you.
actually did hear this story. Yeah.
Did I tell you?
I don't know. Is
It
this
was not even that crazy of a story, but I was just like, I was drunk at a party one time when I was 17. This girl, I made out with a girl, was like one of the first few girls I ever made out with.
Yeah.
I was so stoked on it. I was like, hell yeah, dude. And then this guy, Doug, came out to me to put his hand on my shoulder. He goes, "What does my dick taste like?" And I was like, what? And he's like, "She just blew me in the bathroom."
God
So,
damn
yeah.
it.
Are you
Yeah.
happy, Ryan?
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
No, dude, that's how I lost my virginity to someone who.
No.
Aw, dude, that's
It was like my girlfriend, and then she like blew a dude. Like we broke up, and she blew a dude, and then came over my house afterwards, and we like fucked for the first time. I lost my virginity. It was it
Wait.
was fucking dark.
You blew a dude, and then she.
that I would feel better about.
No, what happened? So she blew a guy,
Yeah,
and then
They broke
then-
up.
yeah.
She went blue,
She went
dude.
to a party, blew a dude, then came over my house after the party, and we like hooked up in my basement.
and that was the first time that you had
First
sex.
time I had sex. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You don't want the first time to mean anything. You know? I think it's
no,
good
it
if
did
it's-
mean something. It
No,
meant
no.
the
It should
exact
scar you
opposite
for
of what-
life.
Yeah.
No,
it was
I-
horrific.
The girl that I lost my virginity to, God bless her, wherever she is, I knew that she had taken the virginities of like 6 or 7 guys before I lost my virginity to her.
Well, that's all right.
And she was like a year younger than me, and I was like 16. So, and she
Yeah.
had a kid at like 17.
Oh, they all do. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
They all
man.
do.
Yeah. How's she doing?
Every
now?
lady just
Do you
has.
still check in with her? Do you see how she's doing?
No, I deleted
No?
Facebook during the pandemic because I was just like, this is getting insane. I'm from a crazy place, so people like publicly like, if Carl brings meth to the parties ever again in my barn, I will fucking shoot that motherfucker. And then like a bunch of people, like his mom's commenting like, don't put this on the internet, you're better than that. And then like other people are like, kick his ass.
Dude, small town
And it's
Facebook
like-
is the best. It's the best place in the world.
I know.
It's just people being like, I'm fucking done with the drama, bro. Like it's always about drama. And
Yes.
it's just like, just leave.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
You can just leave.
Right.
Yeah, dude. It's also like it's exactly like they're always posting those things where it's like it feels like they've been in a breakup that's lasted like 6 years. Where it's like, how are you still posting like I gotta respect myself
Yeah,
kind of
dude.
like posts? You know what I mean? If someone doesn't love you, then that's their problem. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that
it's
kind
like
of
we
shit.
know
where, like,
this is for you. You know?
Yeah.
It's like just text your friend.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
No, you said it best. You were like, as soon as you like go candid on the internet, you fucking lost.
You lost, dude.
You know?
Yeah. I'll
Like-
never be sincere once in my entire life on that fucking place. Never once, dude.
Yeah.
My dad could die. I'm not posting anything, dude.
no, you can't.
Just kidding. I would post it.
You would post about your
You
dad?
think
Aaron?
so?
I think so,
That'd
man.
be gay as hell, dude.
You know why? Because my mom would like it.
Oh, all right.
That's why.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
And
Like
she
my
would-
family would like it. I would do it for them.
And in that moment, she would probably need something to like, because she just lost her husband. And
Totally.
Because
Yeah.
she's on social media.
Oh
She's-
yeah, my parents are great on social media. I
Are they really?
Dude, it's so funny. Also, Mike Racine is and doing this bit that I just found out about a couple months ago, but he's just friends with my mom on Facebook and comments on like all of her posts. It is. I was just scrolling through my mom's Facebook one day and my mom posted a picture of a sunset and Mike Racine was like, "Beautiful sunset, Kathy." And I'm like, what the fuck?
And you probably saw that one. You were like, oh, that's kind of funny.
That's
Just
kind of
did
funny.
that
And I
one.
kept scrolling. I was like, he's commenting on all these fucking posts my mom made.
That
He's
is
just
so
sitting
funny.
there with his kid.
Yeah.
Just
Has she
looking
met
on
him? Does she know who he is?
No. My mom loves it though. She loves any
Is she
interaction.
liking all his
Of course.
comments?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
No,
my
she
God.
posted a photo of like me as a baby on Halloween one time. And it was like Connor in Halloween, he was 7 months old. And Mike commented, he was like, "That's so crazy because my baby just turned 7 months old." And I was like,
I think this is candid attempt at friendship.
Dude, this is.
I think he really likes my mom, you know?
yeah.
Cut
Or
to
your
Mike like,
baby
I'm just
first.
sick of the drama. I can't do it anymore. It's gotta
dude.
suck when your hometown is like New York though, and you're in that circle of it, because then there's a bunch of people like no one's moving to my hometown in Rhode Island and like pursuing acting or whatever, you know.
No.
So you're
Well,
just
That's the weird thing about where I'm from, because I'm from like Los Angeles, but it's like a small town in the city of Los Angeles. But that small town like mentality exists anywhere.
yeah, oh yeah.
Like there's people who've never left Bushwick and they
Yes.
post shit like that all the time. And
Dude,
you're like, just go to Times Square's right there.
yeah. You can go see it.
You
Yeah.
can go to Times Square.
can be
That's
there
my
in
big selling
5
point for New York.
minutes,
You
Me
can go
and,
hang out at Times Square.
Me and Mike
It might change
Leibovitz.
your perspective.
Yeah.
Me and Mike Leibovitz took mushrooms after CYSK a couple weeks ago, and we went to the park near my house at like 4 a.m. And there was just this guy there who was crying in the park, like talking to a statue. And we were like, oh, this is not good. And then he's like, hey, oh, and then like came over to us and he's like, saw that we were near a tree. He goes, you see that right there? And he points to like a knot and he goes, that's fucking cancer. And then Mike's like, what? He's like, yeah, in the tree, that's cancer, bro. And we're like, all right, man. And then Mike goes, well, I don't know if it's cancer. I'm like, Mike, just let it be fucking
let him have this,
We're high
dude.
on mushrooms right now.
And this dude is
Could
has
you please not have a
nothing to
cancer
lose.
talk? The
And
tree?
he's like, I think it's benign. I mean, it might be a tumor, but I don't think that it's you know. And I'm just like, dude, fucking get out. And he just kept being like, bro, I was here before that fucking tree. That tree was this tall when I was here, bro. And just started giving us like townie stats on this park in Greenpoint. And I was like, oh man, you are a Rhode Islander. Like you're
Totally.
from where I'm from,
Yeah.
but.
No, I do love that townies can exist anywhere.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Because like someone's gonna pass him on the street in like a $400 T-shirt that
Yeah.
says like Balenciaga or something. It's like crazy that those two things coexist but don't ever mesh.
Yeah,
Never.
he's just gonna stand next to the cancer tree and ruin that guy's day.
Yeah, no, he really wanted us to know that it was cancer, and he would have literally fought my.
That
like,
is
he go,
definitely not tree cancer, right?
no, I didn't think so.
I don't know if trees can get cancer.
Why
See,
not?
that tree ate too many Skittles too young in life, and then it proceeded to smoke cigarette vapes.
You know, I guess they just have like rot, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be different kinds of rot. I bet they can get a virus.
Oh, there's all
Right?
different
Sure.
kinds of rot. Yeah, a tree with a virus.
They got to be able to. Yeah, this is why this would spiral a mushroom trip for me. Is I would start thinking about this
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, that guy was, but he
Was
was
he crying about the tree? Did you ever find out what he was crying about?
No, and I was afraid to ask. I think he was just like, it was dawning on him that life had passed him by, if I had to guess. It was like he was having a moment where he was like realizing like, oh my God.
I don't know. This guy
33.
doesn't sound like the kind of guy that has those kind of introspective thoughts
About
You know
the
what I
tree.
mean? I don't think he's standing there being like, man, I missed a lot of opportunities in my life. There was that one time I really could have pursued my dream, and that tree's got kids. Like, I don't think those two thoughts flow together.
But I think it's more, it's like he's crying. He's like, I could have
There's
got
no way
that
he's wiping
blowjob.
his tears away from like just
coulda got that
a dream deferred, and then being like, "Fucking, these fucking guys
bro.
gotta know that tree is sick." Yeah,
It's a sick
I've known
tree.
this tree since it was a kid. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
The tree is dying. Sure, I could have been there for my kids, but I wasn't.
And that's fucking cancer, bro. Yeah.
I do love those dudes that are just like, I just love when I know it's not the issue they're screaming about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like when a dad is losing his mind over something, and it's like, this has nothing to do with the actual thing at hand. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it never does.
My dad lost his mind at a Subway sandwiches when I was a kid. It was unbelievable.
About what?
It was like the first time I realized, I was like, there's something bigger here.
yeah.
So when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys remember, but Subway sandwiches, they used to have like a bun instead of a roll, instead of like a sub for the kids sandwiches. So it was like a bun, like a bodega roll, but it wasn't like the 6-inch.
Okay.
And
I don't remember this.
You don't remember this?
No.
So the kids meal was like just a roll, and
With no
Anyway.
meat or
no. You would just get a turkey sandwich inside.
You're a fucking
Come on,
idiot.
it's a sandwich.
That was stupid.
Jesus Christ, that's what I thought.
No, I'll take a tuna foot long and a piece of bread for the boy over here.
Dude, that's what.
Now my son is a peasant and he's gonna love this.
Does anyone want to rape him while he's waiting for a sandwich?
And
That's the way you made it sound.
Unfortunately, he only
It was
has
like-
one
They
asshole.
were just a
Basically, what
different.
you just said is the kid's sandwich is a tiny sandwich.
It's a tiny, but it was like because like you get 6-inch. The kids meal now.
Is this critical to the story?
Yes, yes. It is the crux of the story.
Okay.
So he was like, "All
How
right,
big is
so-
this roll? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
So he goes to the guy making a sandwich. He goes, "I'm gonna get 2 tuna subs. This is for me and my mom, and for him and my mom." And he goes, and a turkey kids meal. And the guy goes, "Okay, yeah, no problem. But the thing is, we're out of rolls for the kids meal, so it's gonna be a 6-inch sub." My dad's like, "That's fine, no worries." The guy's like, "Well, I just gotta let you know, I'm gonna charge you for a 6-inch sub." And my dad was just like, "That's your fault,
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault. You're out of the roll." And the guy's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I have to charge you full price for a 6-inch sub." And my dad, to this day, is banned from the Subway sandwich. Like, he was screaming, knocking chips off and just screaming, "It's just fucking bread. Why can't you charge me the same bread? It's all fucking bread. What the fuck is this?" Like, literally like knocking chips off the rack, screaming. The guy was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And that was like the first time I like saw my dad in a moment like that where I was like, this can't be about bread. There's no way. Like, something's going wrong.
I don't know,
at
dude. I think that
work.
could be about bread.
Yeah.
That could
I
be
don't
about.
think so,
I don't know how
man.
violent he got though, but I mean, like, I would.
Screaming. Can you see it over there?
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
And you were just sitting there and being like, I'm starting to think people have pretty dramatic internal lives.
Yeah.
What do you? If you had to guess, what do you think it was about?
Probably the business he ran or something like that, but just lost it. You know?
That's dope. Yeah, my dad would lose it about anything. One time, I made the All-Star team. Thank you very much in Little League, and but we were told to go to the place to the Little League field for 11 o'clock on a Sunday to give my birth certificate so that we could all register for the team. And we showed up a little before 11. The guy had already left. So rather than just be like, well, I'm sure it's in the state of Rhode Island that the guy had to go to, and I'll just find out where to go and I'll bring the birth certificate myself. my dad decided to hate that man for the rest of his life. And like to this day, it's like, oh, that motherfucker. And it's just like, dude, this is it. You need to hate people. Like that's some people's fuel, though.
Yeah,
it's like dads love to like boycott a thing, you know?
Oh yeah,
they need an enemy in town. It keeps them going. You know what I mean? Like,
oh for sure.
That is Trump to my dad. I think my dad like secretly loves Trump.
Yeah,
because he's like a diehard, liberal, like classic Democratic liberal. But it's like he's alive when Trump is president. You know what I mean? Like him on Facebook, he was having the time of his fucking life. It's like my dad is Batman and Trump is Joker. And he's like, they need each other kind of
That's
thing.
Stephen Colbert. I truly think Stephen Colbert is actually that guy.
Dude, I think most like late night hosts are that at this point. I think they're fucking bored now. You know
I think they are Trump, but they just are. They're so mad at him because they're the same thing and they hate themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's a losing game, dude. I feel like like you just can't.
I wish you were just on cue to say that about anything.
And that's a losing game.
It is. Trying to
I think my kid's gay, and that is a losing game.
Yeah, dude, trying to out Trump is just. And now, what do they even do on that those shows? I don't. What are their monologues?
Oh, that was my favorite thing to watch, like stand-ups who like made their whole act about how Trump was bad during that 4 years. Like once he was no longer president, to like realize that they didn't have any more anything to say.
Just
and they're like,
Wile E.
I've just
Coyote.
given myself to this man I've claimed to hate.
What was her name? Is it Sarah Cooper? Is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she just disappeared, right? It's like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I don't
there's
even know what
no
it is.
more. Yeah, she's doing
she
a
like
Trump
would lip
impression.
sync Trump speeches,
Yeah,
and then got a Netflix special.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
boy, that is so. Nuts.
I do like to think that they just put her back into cryo sleep or something. You know what I mean? Just like lay her down.
Dude, I think the only way
And then Trump announced he's running again.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, comes out of sleep. You know, what year is it?
There's a whole
Her
sequence.
legs don't work yet.
Someone in the CIA is like, wait.
the only way to
Sarah
fix
Cooper.
It's like when Godzilla comes out, they're like, let them fight. You know?
the only way to fix what comedy is in terms of that, like that's a Netflix special worthy thing. It's like if we could just do that with everything, where like someone's catching fly balls on their Instagram and then just goes pro because everyone likes their form, and then they have to play a real game and just be awful. Like, but that's the thing with stand up. It's like you could just be awful live, but no one. It's only 50 people at a time that are learning that you suck.
Yeah, totally.
And so you can really do that and take their. I was talking to a Asian after a show on Monday, and he was literally like, yeah, I kind of think of it as like bank robbers, you know, like there's just someone who's hot online and we just go in there and they're selling out shows, and it's like you just escape town with the money before anyone realizes that you're a fraud. And
That's definitely
cool, man.
I actually respected him for being straight up. I was like,
that is insane, dude. That's
It's so
that's
funny.
a one-way road to sad. That's guy is going to wind up yelling about
Hey,
trees having cancer.
that's a lose. Hey,
That's 100% the dude yelling about trees having cancer.
that's a losing game, dude.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, the whole reason I live my life is just one little bank heist.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm a
not going to
series
net
of
me
tiny
that much
bank
money.
heists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get 10% of a
Instead of doing something cool like robbing a bank, I've got a hot Instagram account.
It's
for
Ocean's 11,
3
and
months.
the heist is signing Sarah Cooper. That's the whole.
That is it. I got 11 guys. They all have different. One's got a pen, the other one a paper.
It's literally like an agency. Yeah.
Yeah, Mission Impossible
It's
style movie.
A crack team of managers and agents.
Yeah, yeah. Mission Impossible style movie, just about like an agency trying to get like a TikToker on HBO is like that'd be an incredible movie.
Yeah,
like it's literally impossible. And Tom Cruise is like, we'll see about that.
yeah. Well, but then they go there, and the people are like, yes.
Yeah.
There's the safe.
No, we were gonna do that anyway. Actually, so here's a bunch of money.
We were thinking you didn't have to make a movie about it. We could just kind of let this happen and, all go about our merry way.
All right, he's
All
gonna
right,
do his ads.
we're doing ads. Feel free to chime in if you guys have any personal experiences. Sheath. All right, guys, let's take a moment to thank my favorite sponsor of all the sponsors, Sheath Underwear. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I've ever worn in my life.
Hold on, Chris.
No.
I would start that again.
No, it's comfortable. It's comfortable. I swear that was not like a Freudian slip. They're very comfortable. They're nice. It's the only thing that I wear.
Do you really?
I do not wear anything else. Well, they sent me a bunch, and I don't.
You don't
really
wear 'em?
buy. What? No, I wear them.
Yeah.
What size
That's all
are
I
you?
got.
Medium?
Can I have some?
I think I'm a large. I got a big ass, dude. I got a big.
You're a large?
tuchus.
Yeah.
Do they have a separate nut pocket?
They
hold
do.
your dick and balls.
It's for the sheath. Yeah, it does. It's a little weird at first, but you do get used to it. It's kind of nice.
I like
I
the-
don't separate my dick and the balls. I just separate.
But
the
is that an
balls from my-
option?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a plus.
I feel like you have to have a pretty massive hog.
That's, I mean, like, the guy who made Sheath is just like, what do I even do with this thing?
Yeah,
You know what I mean, like,
yeah.
that's not my problem at all.
There's like one of those things for a garden hose.
Yeah.
Just like roll it up.
He
in
rolls
there.
it up,
Every time you hear my voice, every time you see my face, I'm wearing them. Just know that I am in a wonderfully comfortable pair of Sheath boxer briefs. Their stretchy fabric is made out of a moisture wicking technology. They are super soft. They keep everything cool and comfortable and right in place. Sheath is particularly useful for staying cool. If you're working out, yeah. It does help. It does help. It keeps the
every
balls-
time I see your face.
You know what I love about this ad read is that I believe you. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Well, dude, I will say that it is nice. It keeps your balls off your grundle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have longer.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
a problem.
no,
Not
I've
a
been-
problem. I got small balls.
Really?
I've been sitting on my
Yeah.
balls this whole time.
Never a problem I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, I'm bet. Well, you might bag out in a little bit.
Do you think I'm 19 years old?
I'm just saying they only move in one direction.
I think I've got the balls I've got for the rest of my life.
That's we can put Botox in them.
Doc, I want a smooth sack.
Yeah. I used to be a guy who just went and bought a 6-pack of Hanes underwear. Didn't think about it at all until Sheath sent me a pair of their underwear. I put it on, and it was like I could never go back. I particularly love the dual pouches, because it's a big old dick. They keep your man pearls separated and is a game changer. If you're a little bit skeptical, as I was, I'd say give it a try. But even if you don't want to use the dual pouches, you have to. Oh, you don't have to. You can just wear them like a regular
Yikes,
pair
dude.
of boxer
Dude, you
briefs.
fucked this up so many times.
And they'll be the most comfortable underwear you've ever put on your body. They also have materials like bamboo and mesh for even more cooling comfort. Ooh. They have bamboo shirts and hoodies for the
Dude,
winter
bamboo I have bamboo sheets. Those shits are comfortable as hell.
Yeah, dude, get some bamboo underwear.
Dude, I would be
Every time you
I would be
see my
insufferable
face,
if I had bamboo
Every
on my
time you
balls.
see Chris's face,
every time you hear my voice.
know that is fat
Every step.
cock.
in a jungle of bamboo. Go to sheathunderwear.com and get the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear. And if you use the promo code StuffIsland, you also get 20% off your entire order. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code StuffIsland for 20% off your entire order.
I'm going to go buy some.
Yeah, go get some. All right. Jesus
I don't believe it.
Christ. This episode is sponsored by Groove Life. Wallet bulge may have been okay for your dad, but not for you and not in 2023. Time to upgrade your wallet with Groove Life.
Damn right.
Yep. I do. I actually am using the Groove Life because they sent it to me. I'm using the Groove Wallet.
Well, that's cool.
It's
Let me
not
see that.
bad, actually. The Groove Wallet is a sleek, low-profile wallet engineered for everyday use. One simple thumb motion perfectly fans out up to 6 cars for easy access to find everything you need. I was using a clip before, so this
One
is
thing
I got
that's
a money
actually
clip.
a massive upgrade.
I'm a money clip guy.
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
All right. Don't show off that.
Ladies and
technology.
gentlemen, the money
Just tight
clip.
tight on me for that. Is that by Groove Life? I bet they make good clips if they do. It's a low profile wallet engineered for everyday use. One simple thumb motion perfectly fans out up to 6 cards for easy access. With its durable, high quality aluminum outer shell, this wallet is unlike any wallet I've ever seen. It is true. It's unlike.
Connor on the Vanna
But that
White.
doesn't fan your cards out. You just you.
No, sometimes it is a mess.
Can I see?
Sometimes I will say, look, just for an example, Groove Life is better.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do this and I gotta count them. I gotta take it all out, and then it's a
dude,
mess.
that's
and then
time. That's
and
time
then
wasted.
I'm at the cashier and I go, give me 1 second. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, the thing that I don't like about my wallet is that it doesn't have separate compartments for each card.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're being a fucking asshole.
It's true. But it doesn't fan out, dude. And plus, you don't get the like Matrix style.
That's fucking sick,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. Yeah. you're in the past. Whatever happens to your Groove Life gear, they're here to help. With Groove Life's 94-year no BS warranty, the Groove wallet is the last wallet you'll ever need. It's time to bring your wallet.
Will it help me be less racist?
Come on, man.
You're interrupting the. All right, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be a hard cut. It's time to bring your wallet into the 21st century. Head to GrooveLife.com/Stuff Island and use promo code Stuff Island for 20% off all Groove Life products. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use our code Stuff Island for 20% off your order. One last time, that's promo code Stuff Island for 20% off your order. All right. At some point, there will be AI comedians. You know what I mean?
I was
It's got to be
thinking
coming. It's got to be coming. There's got to be. They're already making fake faces. It's like just making fake stand-up clips.
Did you
It's
see
gotta be there.
those AI women on Twitter the other day?
No.
Someone like made like AI
Did
generated
they have
like
tits?
I mean, dude, they are hot as hell.
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like
But none of them ever existed.
no, they're not real
Right?
people.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's literally like hentai, but like in like a real flesh, like humanized.
Okay, go on.
hentai.
I have a thought on this.
And dude, the amount of people being like quote tweeting those pictures, being like, "Man, it's over for women. We got AI now." And it's like, bro, you were never in the game. Like that's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I know. What an
Oh, I don't
insane.
need these women who never wanted me in the first place now.
Yeah, I'm sick of human pussy. I want a machine to fuck. All this
It is
human
also
pussy
just
gets
like
hold-
it's just an image. Like
It's just a picture.
yeah, like by that logic, if it was over like Pornhub.
Yeah, it's like someone showed this guy
Killed women.
porn. Dude, lose his fucking mind.
I know. Where do you see what's out there, dude? There's moving images of women fucking.
So when we were out west, I was noticing a lot of the billboards. It's like a lot of women kind of look like Kim Kardashian. Like they're like getting similar fillers, and they're basically just like they're going in there like it's a tattoo book, being like, I'll have what she's having.
Totally.
And like the mom tattoo is like the whatever cheek lifter, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the terms are.
dude. Yeah,
Filler.
But it's like you're slowly becoming more plasticky as people, and then like when that's the standard of hot, then we go into AI bitches, and now it's like you're kind of like, I guess Kim Kardashian could be seen as the bridge between human women and AI wars.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's literally like the Star Wars, where it's like it's more machine now than man. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
he gets that first fake hand, and then it's
Yeah.
like
It's
you
just
be Darth Vader in no time.
I constantly think about like if you just showed like Khloe Kardashian to like a pilgrim,
Oh my god.
and they'd be like, "That's not a. I don't know what that is. That's not a human being, though."
they'd be like, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna give it smallpox. Boy.
I don't. Yeah, dude. Yeah. They would probably be super horny.
I don't, dude,
would
I
look
don't
like-
know
it would
because
look like
because
an
it's such a
angel.
gradual build. Is it though? It's such a weird like
Connor, the pilgrims were the horniest people.
I know.
totally, but
They
like
didn't even get to see ankles.
no human being looked like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. I know.
So they'd be like they would think it's another species for sure.
Yeah, but they would think it was another like hot species.
Like a hot alien came
Yeah,
down. They're like, I want to
yeah,
fuck this alien for
exactly.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
they
mean-
would be like, they'd for sure be like, that's not a human being.
Okay, wait, I have a
I don't
question.
know.
I have a question. An alien descends from space, and it's like crazy titty ass wild alien.
Okay, go
And
on.
she's like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Uh-huh.
she's like giving you the business. Do you smash?
Yeah.
Of course.
But you pull out a condom, and she says, no, it has to be.
Well, I mean, I like to think that I couldn't possibly get her pregnant.
No, I know, but she could give you.
like fucking a dog. I'm not gonna have a baby with a dog.
That is a lot like fucking
And
a dog,
also,
Connor.
it's
That's
like,
a good point.
that's a rare enough situation that I think you just see what
Even
it
if
takes
this is
you.
self-destruct, it's like, what a better way to.
Even if it kills you, you're a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you,
Did you
like,
hear about how Chris died? He fucked an alien. He exploded. It's the coolest guy that's ever lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that is cool.
it's probably pretty good. I don't know. I think I would. Yeah, maybe I would die fucking an alien. I'd at least try. Right? You'd be so confused by the situation and so horny that you'd
You'd be
have
like a
to go
pilgrim
for it,
seeing
right? You'd
Khloe
like-
Kardashian.
It would be the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would be like, that's the hottest person I've ever seen. They may come up, I think like the aristocrats would come up with some like moral objection to the way she was dressed.
And then they would
behaving.
rape children.
yeah, of course. But the common folk, I think, would be like, that's incredible. I want that.
I wonder, man.
What was the deal? They put big asses on dresses
I guess you're
the
right.
1800s at some point.
They tried to recreate that, I guess, the same look with makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know.
I think there's like, yeah, dude. I mean, because their alternative is like these ladies had little teeth. They had a foot in their vagina. Like, I'm sure it was a mess to have sex with anyone.
I guess what I'm saying is like that beauty standard didn't exist yet.
True.
So those women weren't ugly to them. You know what I mean?
I think they were.
Because they were all hideous.
You're right.
I know, but there were other, I guess that maybe you hadn't seen people from other parts of the world that would have had those features. You know what I mean?
Like, but like no one had teeth.
You think they'd be scared?
No one had like nice teeth.
No, I'm not talking about teeth. I'm talking about like ass and titties. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you saw, if a regular girl just had white, straight teeth, I think they would be like, holy shit, that's the hottest person I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I think they would be like, that is unbelievable. Maybe they would be a little bit scared. They'd be like, how does that happen? Maybe that's some type of like actually like poisonous thing.
No, they would think it's like a evil being from like the Bible.
Right.
Like, but they all had Satan tempting me.
Yeah.
They would just assume she's like young, and young was good. I think they were having sex with kids back then pretty regularly.
Yeah, you're really stuck on this fucking.
I don't know why. Yeah,
I mean, she's such a viral sensation now. I mean, I have to imagine that like society would turn on her back then and kill her or something. They would definitely like burn her at the stake.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so it sounds like you fucking agree with me.
Yeah, but they still want to smash.
Yes, I think people would think that she was so hot and so unbelievable,
and they make her. That makes them feel bad about God.
And it would start ruining the town. You know what I mean? And then like they would have to take action.
I like that. I like that. It ruins
it's like the original
town.
version of like clearing your history browser.
yeah.
That's what She's a Witch, Burn Her was. Yeah, that's funny. That's true.
Like, well, no one can know about this. Delete.
Rock. It's like slow loading.
Yeah.
God.
Do you think that's coming for dudes at some point?
What the
like male enhancement?
Yeah, or just like cheeks, special cheeks.
I mean, there's already
like
guys doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, dude. You know what's weird is I think a lot of guys,
but it's really on the margins. You know, I feel like a lot of girls now are doing.
Most girls I know get Botox.
Yeah. So it's like
most girls
Most girls I know were like, yeah, I got filler in my eyebrows. Or
really?
Yeah. To get rid of like wrinkles. It's not expensive anymore. It's like a pretty accessible thing.
A lot of people are doing it, man. It's
lip fillers. Like most girls you probably know too. They're like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. It's happening everywhere.
I find it, it's got to be bad for you.
I mean, dude, I'm so vain that I probably would get like Botox in my forehead if I start getting wrinkles when I'm older, I'd be like, fucking.
No.
To say it's the equivalent of like dyeing your hair 40 years ago.
You're in like a psychological race against the clock. Then you gotta like overcome whatever that is before you get to the place where you're putting Botox in your forehead.
Nah.
Dude, you're in danger.
I think a lot more guys.
You're in grave danger.
Are you gonna dye your hair when you start going gray?
No.
Are you gonna dye your hair when it starts going gray?
No, I think it'll be kind of cool. I mean, I already have a white eyelash. What the fuck?
You do, yeah. I wonder about it because my dad's been dyeing his hair his entire life, or since I was alive, So I'm like, do I just naturally also do that?
I think a lot of dudes are doing it more than we know. Like even comics that are older that are like not in that like glam world at all, like still do like make their forehead shiny. Like I gotta say, like
make their forehead shiny.
Yeah, like Norm's newest special, he's like 50 something in that, and he has not a single wrinkle on his face.
He's getting Botox, dude. For sure.
100%. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't know that to be true.
I don't know. Maybe
guys like Nate Bargatze too. It's like all of a sudden they look incredible.
Yeah, maybe he's doing something.
It's like you're dying exercising for sure.
But it turns out water is really good.
Not that I'm blaming Nate. I'm not saying he's doing that, but it's like most celebrities who all of a sudden at 55 look better than they have.
Yeah.
They've gotten some work done.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
I mean, I would probably dye my hair.
Sugar cookies. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's also like it's like the same thing though. It's like whatever becomes more and more like socially acceptable.
Right.
It's like years ago getting veneers was fucking weird as hell. Now the second anybody gets money, they're getting brand new fake teeth.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna naturally climb its way to like fillers and Botox and stuff like that for men also.
I want to say, sorry, go
fake
ahead.
teeth I'm on board with because they're kind of better than real teeth. You know?
Yeah, totally.
It's like adamantium teeth.
Yeah.
it's like your real teeth can get cavities and like bacteria can mine into them.
For sure.
You get veneers. It's like they're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Dude,
right?
I think I can't confirm anything. I don't know.
You still got to brush and floss, but you're in way less danger.
Do you though?
I think you do.
I don't know.
You do.
They're fake teeth.
It's true, but you
got gums though, and
Yeah.
gums and heart shit are connected.
Yeah.
Like if your gums are unhealthy, it'll go right to your heart.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Can you? Yeah, I guess you can floss veneers too.
I like when guys just let a no tooth ride. You know,
I don't.
I think it's dope.
Here's my thing. I hate ugly people. It's fucking gross.
Dude. No, I think it's fucking sick when people don't care. That like my uncle Steve had he was in putting a log in a wood chipper and it like spit something back out and fucking knocked his tooth out. And like, a week later or 2 weeks later, his father passed away. So he's just at the wake like with one tooth and like it was you made it a bit and he might never see those people again. You know, but he didn't give a shit.
I
And
like the
like,
novelty of someone
dope.
else doing it. I would never in a million years just let one.
No,
tooth.
I would feel bad. Yeah,
No,
I had experience with acne that was so bad that I was like, if there's anything on me that doesn't feel like it's me, I don't like that. Like I feel like I'm not representing myself.
Yeah.
And having no tooth would be one of those things.
I'm caught between a place where it's like I would dye my hair, but I don't trust myself to do it like thoroughly.
Yeah, well, you get it done.
That I can't do.
Why?
Because you'd have to sit with tinfoil on your head under one of those
you'd have to
things.
go into a store and be like, and still, even then, even if you got it done, I'd let too much time between each session go by, and I get like roots, and I'd feel like fucking insane, dude.
Totally.
Also, there's
If I
something to be
saw
said for the
myself
silver
with
fox.
roots,
White roots.
I
yeah.
would fucking blow my brains.
Yeah, no, a guy with different colored roots. No, that's insane.
Crazy.
You're just
dude.
better off just letting it be what it ever is.
If you're not going to do it the way you need to do it, just fucking don't do it at all. It's 100% or nothing.
I suppose, dude. Not me.
I'm going 50 down the pipe.
It's just you sitting in the chair with,
Dude, I'm gonna get
the
full body
tinfoil,
mods.
just shooting yourself.
You guys are gonna see me in 15 years. I'm gonna have giant fake
The
teeth.
chin,
I'm gonna have
the
chin
cheek
implants.
things.
I'm gonna have fake calves.
Chin implants. That's
Yeah,
a
dude.
thing.
Everything's a thing. All
people-
body mod. You can do whatever you want to your body, dude.
You can put chin implants in your shoulders.
You could if you want to.
just
Just
two
look
butt chins
dope.
on your shoulders.
What's the horns in people's skulls?
That's what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want to. There's people
But
that
have you seen that?
people make
where-
themselves look like fucking demons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like what is that? Is it metal?
It's
Probably metal.
It's a mental disorder.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely.
It's
yeah.
like, have you no perspective? You know, it's like you're gonna be old with horns.
yeah.
You're gonna look like an absolute fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what I think when I see someone like MGK or whatever, and I just picture him being 85 and it's just all like fucking saggy, weird tattoos. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but also saggy, weird skin is gross.
Yeah, I have no
what-
issue with people getting tattoos and having them be old with the tattoos. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they're really prepared for how weird that's gonna look, though. You know
Yeah, but
what
the
I
whole
mean?
body's gonna look bad no matter what.
That's the other part of it.
That's
but you could be
true.
hydrated and have tufts of hair in the right places and look cool.
But it's
Sure.
one thing if you're covered in tattoos and you lived a life as like a sailor or like a biker or something. But if you just like fucking did graphic design your whole life and then you're fucking 90 years old and you're covered in tattoos.
that was your rebellion.
Yeah, your kids are gonna be like, "What the fuck? This is just dumb." You know what I mean?
that's weird.
And the horns thing, there's gonna be a moment. There's gonna be a moment where that guy, you're brushing your teeth somewhere in your 50s.
And
yeah.
something right.
And you're just going to be like, is today the day? Like every day you're going to look at yourself for at least, I mean, hopefully it's not that long, but it could go on for 15, 20 years where you're like, I need to take these horns out today.
I mean, you gotta think that like those guys who get like the horns and like black eyes, like they have to be like asexual, right?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, dude, ladies like horns. Dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Ladies are super into horns. Dude, women write love letters to serial killers. Like they like weird shit.
Yeah,
I don't understand what
Yeah,
that
but
is.
sometimes serial killers are good looking.
this is also, I know.
But I think they're into like the mystique of like how long did he take to
And
die?
I think this is it. This is one of those like evolutionary things where, you know, like when Darwin found like the really long flower and he had to be like, there's a moth with a super long tongue.
Mhm.
I feel like you see a guy with horns, there's got to be a lady.
You
that's
always
fucking
reference that. I don't know what it is with him and the long flower and the super long tongue moth.
Really?
That's his go-to thing. Like,
It's the signature evolutionary example.
yeah.
But I swear I don't say that all the time.
No, I know. He's at Chili's.
It's like
I almost
you're
had a
on
panic
Viv,
attack,
you know?
yeah. We all have one. It's his Subway sandwich. Oh man.
I don't know, man. I just can't imagine like a woman being into that at all.
I mean,
I know they're out there, but it's just like, who even is that?
What, into horns?
Yeah.
It's probably the woman with like the split tongue and like also has like fucking lizard eyebrows or something.
Yeah,
You know?
my
It's
cousin.
like,
Well, I don't need to say her name, but my cousin. She's like, there's a guy that is from my hometown with a split tongue, and she's like, he's so fucking hot, and I'm like, what?
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He's a good looking kid, but he's like, got horns and a split tongue, and
He has horns too?
no, he has gauges. He doesn't have horns, but it's like it's a lot. It's a lot of
Sure,
stuff.
yeah,
But
Neck
see,
tats.
that guy's got bank heist mentality. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm going to get as much split tongue pussy as I can possibly get. It's only going to last for 5 years.
And then
But-
retire.
Yeah. But then I'm like, then I'll be just weird and everyone will be like doing real estate.
I guess
And
there's
I'll,
no
like,
cool way to be old. Like, because I thought of him being like 80, being like with a split tongue. And I'm like, that's kind of lit.
Kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So is like a tatted up old man.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sure the guy with the horns is going to look fucking awesome when he's old. Like having an open casket and you're like, here's my grandfather, the lizard. And
he's a fucking rhinoceros in real time.
Yeah. You really got to commit to it though.
Yeah.
How do you stay like, what do you do as a job staying cool as the horned guy? You have to be like a real,
You have to be a tattoo artist.
yes.
That's the only job you can have.
It is true. You have to do tattoos for the rest of your days.
Yeah, that's the only job you can have.
Yeah.
Or just like work in a warehouse, but even that's horrifying for everyone. Like if you hire that person, you are putting everyone else in danger.
Yeah.
You could be a line cook. Those guys
No, you
always look
couldn't.
insane. Yeah, you can.
You can't be the horn guy with like black skin and black eyes
Dude,
as a
yes,
line.
you
no
can.
fucking way,
Dude, I've
dude.
seen the chefs that I've known in shit
You're
restaurants.
conflating sleeves of tattoos with what I'm thinking
No,
of.
I literally know a guy who had like this. I mean, I guess a curly mustache is not
yeah,
the
that's
same
the
thing.
same thing.
To me, it is. If you're waxing your mustache and big curls, or you have horns, you're the same guy.
That's what I think of
Yeah.
when I think of a chef, Ryan. What are you talking about?
What,
Yeah.
the curly horn?
Yeah, like it's a cliche. Like
This is a horn-ass thing.
It's true.
you're wrong.
He knows I'm right.
No,
It's a little of a horned ass, but it's more that can just be a fail. Like that can be cut the next day. You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
guess horns. But I mean, you're in the back. You got to be back of the house. Something, I don't think having horns.
You really have to be able to kick everyone's ass to have a curly mustache, right? Because someone will just try to cut it. Right? Like the moment, if you were kind of a bitch and you had a curly mustache, someone's going to try to cut that.
I would say 80% of people who have curly mustaches are a bitch.
I would say that's
Yeah, I
very
don't know
true.
what you're talking about. They've made a decision in their life. They're like, I'm a bitch and I like
Who are
this
these
mustache.
enormous-
That's all that
I'm just thinking
is.
they're in like a black tank top, like fucking.
No, that's what it used to be. Now it's just like
Yeah.
bartenders and, like,
Yeah.
Right,
guys.
same with tattoos. I mean, most people that have a fuckload of tats are like baristas.
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
not. It's like
Yeah.
they, pulled it out of the book and they were like, I like the one that says mom with a
totally.
heart.
Yeah. It's really like 2008, like hipster. Remember when mustaches were huge? Remember how that tattoo of a mustache on their finger and they would do that? It's like,
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
insane. I don't remember that at all.
That's a fun.
That's fun to
That's
you?
a fun time. Yeah.
That is kind of fun.
that's the laugh. I was in character. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's but you grew up in a trendy place. I didn't grow up in.
I didn't grow up in a trendy place.
You grew up in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but I didn't grow up in that part of Los Angeles at all.
So you don't think this would have, come your way quicker?
I mean,
than
when-
if you
that
grew up
was
in his
everyone's-
fucking Harrisburg, fucking shit, Pennsylvania. Where
No, I grew,
Greenwich.
I grew in Greenwich, Connecticut.
oh, all right, you're a
Yeah,
Connecticut guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What's
Deep
is Greenwich?
down.
It's trendy.
I guess there were people who were trendy. It's a huge town, so it's
Yeah.
like there was people that were trendy, but my friends weren't.
Yeah, mine neither.
Connecticut.
Dude, I literally was like, if I just wear like regular pants and this oversized white t-shirt. It'll never go out of style.
And you're right.
I remember that.
You are right.
I had a phase. It was just
Yeah.
jeans and white t-shirts and loafers. I used to wear loafers
Just
during
regular
baseball games.
Yeah, unpleated khakis, sneakers, and an oversized t-shirt. And I was just like,
A
this will
cartoon
never go out
character
of
for the
style.
rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch the episode Doug where he opens his closet and you're like, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want.
It's in Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's not going anywhere. Doug's going to be around
Doug
for
will
a
be
while.
on TV for 45 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't, the style when I grew up was just like, we all wore like, we went to those Dickie outlet stores and we all just wore blank t-shirts with a white t-shirt under it. That was big. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
White t-shirt under, low collar showing, black t-shirt, Dickies pants or jeans, whatever.
Yeah.
That was the whole
And that was
thing.
it forever.
And then there was
Yeah.
the dark age of like, I'm younger than you guys, but it's like the fucking Diamond Supply Co. and Famous Stars and Straps. That whole area of like, I'm in middle school and my friends have like naked women on their t-shirts.
What?
Yeah. It's like cholo kind of art kind of thing, like Chicano art.
I know what you're talking about.
But it's just like a woman who has like a bandana for a bra and she's like, shh.
Dude,
And you're 12.
remember those
Yeah, dude.
chump t-shirts? Do you
Chump?
ever have those? Yeah, it said
No.
chump and it was like a guy, but he had no face and it was a circle and he had a little tuft of hair. And it would say, it was like an And One collab. And he would say like, even my mom thinks you're a wimp or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, that's
that never made its way to me.
No. See, that's what I mean. I
Yeah.
think LA would you'd have at least a one up on what was going on in the stick. So
I remember like the edgy shirts that I used to wear. We would go to the Big E
I love
fair.
an edgy shirt.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it was. We would go to the Big E fair and like my brother would buy t-shirts that I didn't understand. And then I'd wind up wearing I wore like a black t-shirt that had like a rabbit on it that was like, it just said, I'm so stressed out. And he was like popping pills and like his eyes were bulging. And I remember my gym teacher being like, you're stressed out? And I was like, yeah, I didn't even know what the word meant. You know what I mean? I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought this was like cool.
Yeah,
Dude, when I was in first
pills.
grade, my dad was gifted the shirt. So I was in first grade. What year was that? It was not too far after 9/11. And my dad was gifted the shirt that was a photo of George W. Bush and his eyes were bleeding. He had blood pouring out of his mouth and it just said, "Stop me before I kill again." And then he gave it to me and told me to wear it to school.
What?
Yeah, dude, I got suspended.
What? For talking shit about the president?
Just a kid wearing a political statement shirt like that is insane. Dude. I'm
I
in
know.
first grade and I'm like, the president's a fucking murderer.
But it's like,
Did you have
wait,
any
what?
idea?
I'm hitting slices and not handball, you know? I had no idea what that shirt meant. I just knew it was like funny because my dad hated Republicans or whatever. But
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
what 9/11 was. I mean, like,
Yeah, I
it
would
had just happened when I was in first grade. So it was like, it had just happened. The shirt was hot off the press.
I would just think it was cool.
I thought it was cool too.
Yeah, it's just like a bloody eye. Like I wouldn't even know who the character was. I would just be like, oh, this guy's like scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone's probably also wearing like a Marilyn Manson t-shirt to school. You're like, how is this different? This is
Yeah,
the
the
same.
teachers lost their fucking minds though when they saw that. They were like, "What the?"
Did they stop you like before you even got in the building?
What
Where they
happened
were
was
like,
I was literally
"Ah!"
I was at recess and I was playing handball and I took my hoodie off and I had it underwears.
Oh.
And like the yard teacher was like, "What is that?" They like called me into the principal's office and
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
just like, I don't know.
I was like, "I don't really know. It's fucking sick though."
Dude, I always wish in those moments, like when I was a kid that I got when I got in trouble, I was just like, what? I'm in fucking first grade. You're yelling at a first grader.
Dude, when I was in kindergarten,
grip.
when I was in kindergarten, this kid was sitting next to me, this kid Aaron, and he kept putting his hand on my lap.
Yeah.
Which is
Again,
dope.
these are all right after other tragedies. And he kept putting his hand on my lap and I kept being like, "Stop it, Aaron. Don't do that anymore." And he kept doing it. And I picked his hand up and I go, "If you don't stop, I'm going to take a gun to school and I'm going to shoot you." And this was right after Columbine. And
Dude, you got his ass. He was scared.
I didn't know. I don't know what a gun is. I'm in kindergarten.
Yeah.
I'm 4 or 5 years old, you
Yeah.
know? And I get sent to the principal's office. My mom has to come in. And there's literally a cop standing behind the principal showing handcuffs like this. Like they're going to arrest a 4-year-old. My mom lost her mind. She's like, what the fuck is this intimidation tactic on my sweet little boy?
Oh my God. I love like small town cops that like to like really fucking let you know what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, there's
And when you're a kid, you don't know that they're just a fucking
Loser.
asshole. Yeah. You think there's like, now I've fucked with the law.
in my hometown, they the police station is literally a library that like got repurposed as a police station. And so these guys, and they have like a tank because they, you know, every town with no violence needs a tank, you know?
Sure.
And so there's this family that's like known to be like doing pot, you know, as a cop would say.
Yeah.
And so one of them got pulled over and he had like an empty bag of weed on him and they brought him in and then like weighed the bag and it was literally 0.0 grams of weed. Like it was just like a little bit of dust. And so they had to let him go. And then when they let him go, he was crossing the street in this 1-horse town and they arrested him for jaywalking.
Yeah.
Like, busy day today, you know. Got the biggest criminal in town.
Yeah, dude.
Caught him red-handed.
I swear these people just start becoming cops because they still have grudges that they can't get past from years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude.
Imagine like being able to pull over your ex's mom and be like, well, cunt.
Yeah.
Remember you didn't let me have those snacks? You wouldn't let
Shouldn't
us
have
sleep
said
in
all
the
that
same
nasty
room?
shit about me, huh? Dude, I did a fucked up thing. That made me remember it. Was like I was in 3rd grade and we were like underlining. I don't know if you guys ever did this, but like we would just underline like important word like
with a purpose or just pick a word.
It was like you were trying to pick out the important parts of like an essay or whatever. And it was so
I don't think
fucking
you're that good at it.
Dude, it was so fucking. To this day, I never got a hang of it. I used to just. I remember
You just
even like
find
high
the
school.
longest words, and you're like, that's probably
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's got to be in a big one.
Yeah.
And I remember I was so bored. I'm in fucking 3rd grade. I'm like, I can't take it anymore. So I took scissors out of my desk and I started cutting the girl's hair next to me because she was like turned around looking at the whiteboard or whatever, and I was just cutting her hair. And then she turned back around, obviously, and her hair was like all over the desk.
How much hair?
It was not that much, but it was enough that it was like it was significant.
Like how much did you cut? Do you remember?
Oh, I was cutting.
That's a lot of hair.
That's a lot of hair.
But I wasn't deep in the.
Not that much hair, just like 4 or 5 inches.
Change the structure of her skull.
It was all over the desk, dude. And I remember.
Wasn't that much hair. Let's just say she looked
like,
different, though.
She was like, "What the heck? What's going on?" And my teacher was like, and looked at me and was like, "Chris, are you just cutting Casey's hair?" And I was like, "Nah." And they were like,
very smart.
She was like, "How did the hair get on the desk then?" And I was like, "I don't know, maybe she just cancer." Because I was like, I didn't know anything about cancer. Just knew your hair would fall out if you got it.
Did you ever think about that, Teach? The lady's got cancer, and I think
we got bigger issues here right now.
Immediate detention. And that was one of those things that was so weird that I did. And I was in so much trouble that when I got home, I don't even think my parents talked about it because it was just like, I don't know. Like they were like, I don't even want to pick this scab. What, you cut a girl's hair and said she had cancer? Like, I don't even want to know where that came from or what's happening. Just don't do it again. Like, it's just, it's like, it was like something so creepy and weird that it's like, they don't even investigate
They were just scared
mind.
of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Something that you need. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything life throws at you. Therapy can get you to that place. All right. You can stop talking about sex with kids.
Aunt Viv, sex with kids.
Yeah. You can get through 2 hours with talking about kids getting, bad things happening to them. BetterHelp is a therapy option that is convenient, flexible, affordable.
You know who needs that is kids who got molested.
I know. It sounds like you might be part of that group. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. It couldn't be easier. You say, I'm a man?
Come on, Ronnie.
Dude, you need this so bad. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/StuffIsland today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/StuffIsland.
Yeah, they can't spell help.
Promo code Ryan Donahue.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
You're not a man. You need help. You need better help.
You're right. Thank you. Can I pay with my new wallet?
Oh, yeah.
HelloFresh. This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. If you got New Year's goals, and HelloFresh is here to help you achieve them. It's the wrong inflection. You've got New Year's goals. It's supposed to be you've got New Year's goals. There's supposed to be you've got New Year's goals, and HelloFresh is here to help you achieve them. Skip the grocery store and take control of your time and budget with delicious recipes delivered right to your door. And also, if you're looking for an easy way to eat well and save money this year, just cut back on expensive takeout and delivery and get started with HelloFresh. You'll love how fast, easy, affordable it is to whip up a restaurant quality meal right in your own kitchen. Quit your bitch in your kitchen. I actually do like HelloFresh. You guys ever done HelloFresh?
Me too. I did HelloFresh for months. And also, I will say, I think there's like a stigma with HelloFresh that it's all healthy food.
No.
The burger I've had off of HelloFresh is fucking unbelievable.
Dude, the food is good. And
the food is
as
good.
Hell. Yeah.
It's so good. Big fan. I stopped doing it because I'm poor and I would let a lot of stuff rot in my fridge because I'm depressed and shit like that. But if you're a healthy if you use BetterHelp, HelloFresh.
Dude, yeah. If you got
is the program for you.
And pay with your Ridge wallet.
Also, if you got
it's not Ridge wallet.
No.
Groove wallet.
Groove wallet. Better than Ridge.
Fucking bitch.
Ridge wallet sucks. Groove wallet is king.
I hate the Ridge
also,
wallet.
if you got a new girlfriend, fucking make HelloFresh with them. It's a nice way to
really fucking surprise them.
She'll stay living in your house.
Yeah, she'll. That's right. That's how you keep them around. Go to HelloFresh.com/StuffIsland21 and use code StuffIsland21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Dude, that's crazy.
That is fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Go to HelloFresh.com/StuffIsland21 and use code StuffIsland21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping.
What?
That
is actually, I'm not kidding. I'm shocked.
21 free meals is crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. Do you have to give them your balls?
Dude, no.
21 free meals and then you can just... Can you steal from these people?
Dude, what do you mean?
It sounds like you're already doing it.
Dude, we don't need to steal
highway robbery,
Stuff Island
dude.
21 code and you're fucking 21 free meals. It's
unbelievable.
That's most of the month.
I don't eat.
Yeah. You get one meal a day.
It's not most.
It's also a lot of the meals are for two.
I'm a snake.
A lot of the meals are for two, so you can get.
Can I sleep on
I guess it is the most of the month.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's America's #1 meal kit for a reason. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's it. That's the read.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nailed it. That's gotta suck if you're a parent and you have a kid that's doing off shit.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no.
Yes.
The cook was bad.
Dude, one of my coworkers the other day was just telling me that he used to kill animals growing up. Would just he'd be like, yeah, I shot a hummingbird through its neck, and then he told me one time he hit a snake with a bat and then cut the snake open and took all of its innards out. And he's the most normal, cool guy. And I was like, that's hacky serial killer shit. And he's like, yeah. Then I just lost interest in it one day. He was explaining to me his perspective on it was it was taking apart a PC, and seeing how it works.
Oh my God.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
It isn't, but
He was like, it was really curiosity. It wasn't like, I wasn't trying to kill the animal. I just want to see what was inside of it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I like as long as it doesn't tip over into mammals.
But he was killing squirrels. He was killing like gophers and shit like that.
That's not
you know?
good. That's not good. Killing
How do
a
you
gopher.
even get a gopher? You gotta be seeking to kill a gopher.
Sure.
They're not coming up to you.
This guy was out here. He was trying to kill animals.
Yeah.
How did the exchange go? There's no chance that he saw the
He's
expression
like
on your
piano
face.
wiring a fucking gopher.
There's no way he saw the expression on your face as he was saying this. And he was like, no, and then I stopped.
No,
And it
I
was
think I told him like, I think we saw Roadkill. I had just met this guy. It was a new job I got. We're in a truck together, and I saw Roadkill, and I was like, ugh. And he goes, yeah, I don't know, dead animals like that, they don't really spike anything inside of me. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, no, I just like, I don't really feel that bad. I was like, what? And then he's just like, yeah, when I grew up, I was just like killing animals, and he's like, I stopped. I don't do it anymore.
Was he in the woods?
I quit like cigarettes.
He grew up in like I think like Vermont or something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, first and last name is.
Did his parents hunt?
No.
No,
there's really no
No,
excuse
my
for this
thing is,
whatsoever.
how is he killing them? Because if he's like, I guess
He's
dissection.
clubbing them and then cutting them open.
Yeah.
that was his way.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Or shooting him with a BB gun. And then like when they fell down, like shooting a squirrel in a tree, falls down, cut it open.
Yeah. Like
He had like
dissection without a scientist present is
sketch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sketchy
Little sketch.
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
imagine
really
just such a like a tone deaf parent who like equates that to like Michael Jordan's parents seeing him pick up a basketball.
Wait.
They're like, oh, our boy's gonna be a biologist. Wow, he's so into science and anatomy.
Yeah, dude, that is
Just cutting a squirrel's
Yes,
head off.
clubbing
All right,
a
wait.
snake.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
What's the legality of if you're like with your grandma and then she dies of natural causes, but then you do that, like you cut
That's
her
illegal.
open because you're a psychopath?
That's completely illegal.
Yeah.
There's
you
no
can't-
way that's okay in any circumstance whatsoever.
Yeah, grandmas cannot
And
be
Ryan,
cut
you should
open.
know that.
Yeah. But
But I just mean he's like, well, you know, I don't know. She was already dead. So
yeah, you have to.
No.
It'd have to be something crazy where you're
there's
like,
got to be a court case where someone just like, yeah, she was dead, so I cut her head off.
it's like an
she
alternate
couldn't-
ending to Titanic. She eats the necklace.
He's like, I gotta get out of her.
I'm sorry, I don't even know where this is coming from.
Yeah, that's
but
an insane thing to be like,
Yeah.
let's just say
yeah. But is it illegal? I mean, I don't know. I
it's
wonder.
absolutely illegal.
Just like
Yeah.
some kind of like a graffiti or something.
Are you saying if you're like a toddler and you do this?
No.
He's like, no, I'm saying you're like, I don't know, 33.
Me.
Your name is Ryan Donahue. You did something that you're afraid to talk about, and
Dude, little boys are so fucking crazy that you can like, I don't know. I was hanging out with my nephew like and my family on vacation, and we left my mom and my nephew like alone for a while, and like he's so nuts that there was a piece of me that was like, what if we come back and he's just killed my mom?
how old is he?
He's like 4. He's like not even close to doing like, he's not cutting snakes up and shit.
Sure,
but it's just
yeah.
like, he'll do something where he'll just like break a glass and you'll be
Yeah.
like, what? And he'll be
No.
like, oh, it's a mistake.
My neighbor growing,
You're
my
like,
neighbor
no,
growing
it
up,
wasn't.
my neighbor growing
Yeah.
up was like that. I was like, every time like our cats went near him, I was like, ah.
Yeah.
He cut his cat's whiskers off. He was like 3 years old. He just cut all of its whiskers off. And he was just like, the cat was just drunk for months.
I mean,
You ever seen a cat without whiskers?
That's the guy you
Running
told me
the
about.
walls.
That's the guy you told me about. You slept over their house. It was 2 brothers.
No. Oh my God.
shit.
We're on that subject. but
Yeah,
God
you should.
damn.
Wait, can you tell that story?
I guess. All right. So
Sure, let's go.
it's really funny to be prompted for a story. All right. So I had pet rats growing up.
Yeah.
I wanted a gerbil or a guinea pig or something like that. My dad took me to the pet store. And I think he saw the price of a guinea pig and he was like, how about a rat? And which I think was like cheaper, but also like a funny bit for my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like just
yeah.
buy your kids rats. But we had rats and I love them. They were like good pets. I know I sound insane,
No.
but like even when I see a rat on the
No,
street,
I
I'm
have
like,
a friend who had pet rats.
yeah, when I see like a street rat, and not that I would ever touch it, but I'm like, oh, I'll get a little cute. Like, I'm not grossed out by rats whatsoever.
Yeah, they're
I
not.
don't want them in my house if they're not mine.
They're
but
not being a rat at you. They're
no,
just a rat.
No, they're
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
rat.
Yeah.
And dude, and they're warm-blooded animals. Like they are capable of like affection. You know, like
Yeah.
they would sit on my shoulders and like I loved them. You know,
I had a gerbil. It was fucking amazing.
it's the same thing. It's
How
just
much
uglier.
different? Yeah,
It's the exact. It's the
yeah.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
And so I had 2 sets of rats. Like they died. They lasted like 3 years, you know?
Yeah.
And then they died. So I had 2 sets of rats growing up. And I loved rats. And growing up, I had these friends who they lived on a farm in Los Angeles, in Shadow Hills. And it was 3 siblings. The oldest brother was like my brother's age. He was like 4 years older than me. So, but they lived in the shack on a farm. And they didn't pay rent. The guy who owned the farm was like the saint, and he like let them live there. All they had to do is like farm work. That's all they had to do, and they could live there rent free. Dirt poor. Parents immigrated from Mexico, and they knew I loved rats. That's very important to the story. And so one night I'm sleeping over there. I had to be like maybe 8 or 9 years old, and the 2 older brothers wake me up at like 3 a.m. They have a flashlight in my face, like, get the fuck up right now. I was like, what? And I look over and one of them's holding a katana, like a samurai sword, and the other one's holding a handgun. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, follow us, take this flashlight. And I grab the flashlight. I'm like, oh God. And I'm like walking up to the chicken coop, right? And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, shut up, don't talk. And I'm like, okay. And they get up to this giant plank of wood and it's right by the chicken coop. And they're like, hold the flashlight here. Don't move no matter what, right? Again, they know I like rats. And they lift up this plank of wood and it's about 50 to 80 rats. And they just start fucking slashing them with samurai swords. Dude, it was Fruit Ninja with rats. It was insane. Guts going everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. And they're like pointing the sword at me like, don't fucking move. And I'm like, oh, this is like the worst night of my entire life. And I just watched like 80 rats get massacred, dude. It was unbelievable. And I'm like shaking and there's just like parts of rats all over the place. And then they're like, all right, let's go back now. And then they just told me to go to bed. And I was like, I'm sitting there, like I'm like for like 2 hours, just like shaking in the bed, like, oh, you know, like I just watched my pets get massacred, like a Holocaust on my favorite animal, you know? And the older brother, he could sense that I felt bad. And to cheer me up, I wish I was making this up, dude. To cheer me up, he was like, hey, I want to show you something. And he brought me to his computer and he showed me porn. But here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing, though, dude. It was
like, I'm sorry if that was a little too adult of an experience for you. But
dude, I haven't even got to the.
There's good parts of being an adult too.
I haven't even got to the kicker yet, dude. The porn was cartoon porn, and the cartoon porn was Princess Jasmine having sex with her pet tiger. That's what it was. The first porn I had ever watched was bestiality Aladdin porn. It was her tiger fucking the shit out of her.
Holy shit.
I had those 2 things happen to me at like 8 years old within 2 hours of each other.
That is so fucking bananas.
It was unbelievable, dude.
And God, this dude seems very interesting.
Well, he's in jail. Statutory rape. He fucked like a 13-year-old when he was 25. Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You
yeah,
better hope he doesn't come out here and say that shit.
Yeah, I didn't say any names. But yeah,
It's like, where do you think it all went wrong?
yeah, probably that then. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
But
this is
holy
a
shit,
rat
dude.
thing.
That's
Holy fuck.
Yeah, Fruit Ninja with rats, man.
I had a way different experience with Jasmine. I had an action figure of Jasmine that I used to jerk off.
Oh, yeah, I did listen to that episode.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to love that.
All right, well, dude, let's. Do you guys have anything to plug?
No, not really.
You
Well,
wanna
we
plug?
might start a podcast at some point. It's to be
We've been
determined.
talking about it for like 4 or 5
Yeah,
months, but
All right. Well, if you ever do that, stay tuned. You guys got any dates coming up?
no. Well, I have a monthly show at Union Hall.
Check that
It's
out.
on the 25th.
And then
Brooklyn.
I got some stuff. I'll be in Phoenix in March with Sam J the first weekend. And then I'm headlining in Key West on the 3rd weekend at Comedy Key West.
Fuck
And Yeah, I'll be with you and Sam Talent in late March, I think. Are you on those shows?
I don't know.
You told me you were, but we'll find out.
Huh.
What about you?
Buffalo or something?
No.
We have a bunch of dates coming up. We're in Austin, Texas, February 16th. Get tickets to that. And then everything else is on StuffIslandPod.com. We're going everywhere. Or not really, but a lot of places.
We're going
couple of spots. Yeah. You can check them all out there. We're trying to add as many dates as possible. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Love you, man.
Stick around for the Patreon.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, fuck yeah. All right, let's do it.